Wire.
View crew, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View here on a fine Sunday evening, and we are back. It's also a very weird Sunday because we actually haven't been on the air since Wednesday, which is something that we haven't done in quite a while. But before we do anything, Mr. Brian Alicino, happy birthday, bud. Happy birthday. I'm sure everyone in the chat is going to blow you up just like they did on Twitter earlier. Happy birthday. Hope it's been a good one. You know, especially on a weekend day. That's nice.
It's a 3-day weekend.
Well, I've always had a 3-day weekend for my birthday. It's
Must be nice.
It's my own little holiday. So, but it would be so much nicer if my friends weren't a-holes and decided to schedule the fantasy football draft right in the middle of the day on my birthday. And it's not even a fun fantasy football draft because it's auction. And if anyone knows anything about fantasy football, that is the worst kind of one. So,
sorry, as my dryer goes off, I apologize.
You said it. That's why we were
no, both of them were going at the same time, and I wanted one of them to finish before we started because I knew the other one was going to go off.
No.
But yeah, so fantasy football outside. What did you do today, dude? Did you go get some food, have a couple drinks, like what?
We went. My buddy Josh came up and we went downtown to Sacramento, and
Where'd you guys go?
which is so close to me now. We went to Burgers and Brew, and
Ooh, nice.
yeah, and she is slay. And yeah, what was the flavor you made me try?
Pineapple something cider.
Something. I had a pineapple something cider, whatever, because
Pineapple cider's delicious.
Because all of my friends are horrible influences and are like, if you're gonna go out with us, you have to drink.
That is negative.
I mean,
That is negative.
come spectacular, sir. You're gonna be.
That is, yeah, Brian.
You're
Let's
gonna
be
be
real.
around-
It's not even gonna come from us. It's gonna come from the View crew. It's gonna come from we're not even gonna do anything. They're gonna do all of our jobs for us.
It's and Molly and me. Molly and I are gonna be very.
Yeah, I feel like
I was
Jill
waiting
and
for
Molly
that.
are gonna be the worst influences in the world come spectacular.
Oh, Molly, I'm terrified. Her freaking costume was a
Yeah.
Oh, the
drunk wizard whose spells were mini bottles of alcohol.
Like not just like 5 bottles of alcohol. It was like
It was like a
50
What
bottles
do
of
they-
alcohol.
What do they call those?
The
not a
fifths.
beretta.
The fifths.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, the
Oh, this. It's like Chewy's. It's like Chewy's ammo thing. Yeah.
yeah, and the thing was filled with mini alcohols.
I would
Facts.
never force him to
Facts.
drink something if he didn't want to. I will say
I
that
would-
now.
I would just do it. Okay, so
Yeah, I'm not gonna force you to do anything.
yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. I'll remember that for karaoke.
One of my best friends.
Rachel, you are.
The best,
Come on, Rachel.
the best.
Yes, I do
I'm
want
not-
to.
Ciders. I'm good. My connoisseur of ciders.
I'm a
now.
connoisseur of
Really?
hard cider.
You're a connoisseur.
That was
of
the most
ciders.
hipster thing I think I've ever
Yeah.
heard you
I'm
say.
gonna
Okay.
start.
I'm a
Honestly,
connoisseur
though,
of hard cider.
I will say, for someone that doesn't like to drink, they're not bad. So
You would like this.
That's because you just have to open your palate, man.
This you would,
no,
you
I
would
just
like
don't
this.
like the taste of booze. Like
This doesn't taste like booze. You would like this.
Sure, if I can't taste the booze, then sure. Yes, bandolier, Andy. That's what I was thinking of.
Leave it to Andy to know that. I don't know why I said that, but
What is it? What did you get? You got something, and I literally started gagging when I tried it.
It's like something about I need to find my glasses.
Yeah, the beer was an IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah. An
Oh, I
IPA.
can't do IPAs.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I have a
It
couple in
was
my fridge right now.
It was a
can't do
hazy
IPAs.
IPA called "I Need to Find My Glasses." 'Cause
Oh
it's
yeah,
hazy.
the beer names are the best thing on the planet. Like they do such random stuff. It's just so like out of left field.
It was so yellow you couldn't even see through it. Like,
Well, that's a hazy. That's
It
what
was-
it is. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it is. Hey, everyone likes what they like.
Yeah.
So
But
real quick
thank
because
you,
it was
thank you everyone that wished happy birthday. I appreciate and love you.
It was brought up in the chat a little bit. I'm sorry if I missed a couple of the birthday comments, but Molly and Alex, obviously Molly's on here. They're at DragonCon currently, and they took second and third in the DragonCon trivia, but the first place competitor, Miss Marie Wilson.
Yeah.
All Schmoedown players are just
2
toppling
years
over in
in a
DragonCon. She won 2 years in a row. But yeah, so if you guys didn't see that, go check it out. Go give them a nice like or a little love on the internets as they took second and third in trivia, and then Marie took the dub. But pretty cool. That was the first time Molly had ever podiumed, which
I was
was
gonna
really
say,
cool
is that
as
the
well.
best she's done?
I think so. Yeah.
I think
And
that's
she's
the-
got a match coming.
She does have a match
Ooh,
coming
watch
up
out,
against
Alex.
again. And Alex put it on Twitter. He was like, "I'm kind
saw
of getting
that.
scared what I've been teaching her."
It
Oops.
could come back to bite you in the butt.
100%.
But I think
so.
I think also that's the first time the podium has been majority women too. So
Possibly. I don't know the whole history of it, but possibly, yeah.
I'm pretty sure because I know Marie was the first woman to win it. So yeah, congrats to those three.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. And so, yes, that out of the way, I do want to bring up one thing. And Brian, I don't know if you've seen it yet. He did tweet at you. Mr. Brother Lomis sent you a very nice happy birthday message.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And he said, "Happy birthday, Brian, and may my wisdom and mentorship continue to comfort you in the coming
Oh
year."
my god, that image is horrifying.
Oh, that's so good. That is just so good. I love it. I should have sent him an invite tonight.
No, I would
That would
have
have been great.
went
Brother
by-
Lomis, if you're watching, message me. Message me.
No,
I'll send you an invite.
Brian's gonna bounce.
I
Brian's
am.
gonna just bounce. He's like,
I
bye. Deuces. I'm out, Steves. Have a good night, y'all.
see you later.
All right,
Jill,
so
have you seen Shang-Chi yet?
I have. I saw it the same night you
yeah,
guys
they
did.
saw the same night we
Yeah.
did.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I have my new fancy. Yes, I look at slowly getting my setup. Slowly. That's my army
I
of
put
Avengers.
Halloween-ish on mine, and I got.
My army of Avengers and Josh's hat. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want Derek Carr? Neither do I.
Hey, he might go off this year. All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
go off
Schmoedown.
the Raiders. team.
Schmoedown. That's what we are talking about here on this show, as we do on a weekly basis. Excuse a little banter out at the beginning of the show, but guess what? We like to talk, so it happens. We're here to discuss a couple matches that have been going on this last week that we were not able to do reactions to. The first one was Dan Murrell and Jessica Schloth. The second one is Robert Parker and Ethan Erwin. We're going to break them down, talk about them, give our thoughts, and then we also want to be able to take your guys' questions. They can be Schmoedown related. They can be life. They can be anything. Think of it as a pseudo Q&A. We want to kind of just have a little fun afterwards, being that it is Brian's birthday. Maybe pop in a game in there and just hang out and chat with everyone who watches with us. You guys are more than welcome to ask us any kind of Schmoedown questions you want, whether it's present, future, even past stuff, or anything outside of it. We're an open book tonight. Obviously, be a little bit respectful in the questions. You guys always are, but I have to say it.
This is our Sunday show, not happy hour. Let's keep
exactly.
Gotta keep it PG.
or our Patreon Q&A, which
Yes.
can teeter that line as well.
Gotta keep
Ooh, that's this week too, huh?
That is this week. That is this week. All right, so let's get to this first match.
No, Spawn, stop it.
Let's get to this first match because this was the match that was really the kind of David versus Goliath match of that we've seen so far, right? We've seen a couple matches that had the big dogs versus maybe a rookie or someone who maybe hasn't played as well in the past. And it's nothing against Jessica. Like, Jessica has played very well this year, but she matched up against the GOAT, Dan Murrell. Like, that is literally the definition of a David versus Goliath type of match. But let's talk about this because Dan didn't look as crisp as he usually did. Jessica looked really good. They were tied after the first round. Yes, it did end in a TKO, but it also didn't feel like a TKO. Like Jessica fought, and she really fought until the end and showed what she was capable of as a player. Obviously, it ends the way that we kind of expected it to, but does that carry over to the next round? Dan maybe not being as good as he probably usually is because he is facing someone like Lon Harris who can really sneak up on you.
We don't know who his next is, do we?
It's Lon Harris.
Oh, it is Lon?
It's Lon Harris.
I mean, if Lon's on his A game, and if Dan's off a little, that's a possibility. That's definitely not far-fetched.
Agreed.
It's like it's become a saying now. It's whatever Lon shows up. And honestly, this one kind of could be whatever Dan shows up. Because if he's not playing 100% like he usually does, and then and Lon is even like 90%, that's a potential upset right there. Upset, I guess.
That'd be an upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Based on seeding and obviously Dan being a 5-time champion. And
Dan.
When it's people like that have been around for a long time, like I almost kind of don't lightly use upset.
Yeah, I feel that.
So, but yeah.
Jill, thoughts on Jessica Schloth and her little run in this match?
Yeah, I got really excited after round one because I was like, oh dang, she's tied with Dan Murrell. Like this depending on what she gets, this could go in her favor. But Leo pointed out in the chat too, using all of her repeats in round one was definitely a choice.
Yeah.
It helped her.
I was very surprised.
She got the question that she used her repeats on, but that was a choice. She got young adult, and I was like, ooh, like if this is one of her categories, this could
it felt like a category that was totally set for her, right? Like,
yeah, but those were rough.
They weren't like the typical Hunger Games questions, and she actually got a question about the Divergent series, but she answered the wrong movie, and they were very tricky.
They were tricky YA questions. But like we said, Dan played a great game. He got a TKO, but it wasn't, and I'm sure he would say the same thing. It wasn't up to probably the standard that he would like to be playing. Could it be that this is the first time in a while he's been in a 3-round match? Maybe.
Yeah, true.
When was the last time we've seen Dan Murrell in a 3-round match? It's been a hot second. But it was a fun one. I loved how she just went in with like this super positive attitude. Like, hooray, I'm playing Dan Murrell. Like, I'm supposed to lose, so I'm not going to be upset if I do. Like, but I'm going to have fun with it. Like, she was wearing like a goat shirt and like saying how much she loves Dan. And it's like so surreal that she's playing him. So it was super cute and it was fun. But yeah, I was rooting for her. I was definitely rooting for her because I was like, man, could you imagine? And they talked about it in the pre-interviews too with Christian and Mark. Christian was like, her career would be set. She doesn't have to do anything else her entire career. She would have knocked Dan Murrell out of the singles tournament as a rookie. Like, and she very well could have. It just unfortunately didn't go her way. But It was.
There's literally ironic, just totally ironic, a Florida State commercial that just came
Oh my
on,
god! Yeah,
and they both went to Florida State.
that was cute.
And
too.
Christian.
Yeah, she was like,
Christian.
someone from Florida State's gonna win
Uh-huh.
today, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh, that's fresh.
I love that, and because we don't see a lot of players that have like this like deer in the headlights when it comes to the Schmoedown, right? Where some people stage fright is like a serious thing,
Mhm.
and with Jessica, it's on display. Not that it plays against her, but she really has like this awkward, bubbly side to her when she comes on camera, and it totally plays to the type of character that she is. And probably even when you're playing her, like if I was playing her, I'd be like, is that just like a tactic? Or is
Yeah.
is she actually that way?
I
Like,
love it though, because like even when Kate came on and like asked her a question, she was just like didn't
Yeah.
say anything, and I was like, I love this. I
Yeah.
love this so freaking much. Like, and it's like it makes you think you're like what you said. Is this how she is? Or is this a character?
Yeah.
Like what?
Uh-huh.
Are you okay?
If it's a character, like best acting in the Schmoedown.
So
period.
freaking good. So
Period.
good. If it's
So-
not, love it even more. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you're so freaking precious. Like,
Yeah.
love it.
If you ever get the chance, you got to throw her in a live event to see what happens.
Oh my god!
Like just what happens in a live event with her. Like whether it's free for all or something.
she would
Don't
either
torture
thrive.
her.
She
I
would
don't think it'd
either.
be
There's only two options of what would happen. She would either thrive or spontaneously combust. There's like two options.
yeah.
Birthday.
But I adore Jessica. Like the
Same.
Sleeper
Same.
is such a perfect name for her, and
Absolutely.
I was rooting for her when she tied with Murrell in round one. I was like, get it, let's go. And
Sleeper, yeah.
fortunately didn't go her way, but it was a very interesting match to say the least.
I mean,
Yeah, we haven't had a match like that in a long time. It
No.
was fun to see.
Yeah.
It's not like people are being like, Dan whooped her, da 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 da.
No.
Like, it's quite the opposite. Like, you are just, I mean, we're talking about how well she did. Like,
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
you immediately, when people saw that match, was like, he's going to clobber her, annihilate her, like, just destroy her. And that didn't happen. Like, it wasn't a KO. It wasn't like, I mean, she can tout that she matched him the first round.
Yep.
That's, I mean,
It
That's-
didn't feel like a TKO. It in no way did it feel like it was a TKO.
a lot
like
of
that
these
it happened.
tournament matches are doing that, where it's like, okay, this person got knocked out, not knocked out, TKO'd, but we're not talking about that part.
Mhm.
So
Agreed. Well, yeah, Dan's facing an opponent next who has beat him before in teams, Mr. Lon Harris. And that is actually confirmed to be a Cantina event for next week. So if you are going to be attending the Ethan Erwin versus Marisol McKee Cantina event, you will also be getting a Dan Murrell and Lon Harris. And one more confirmed, which is Rick the Rager Radis versus Frankie Alvarez. That's also confirmed on the card.
amount of jealousy.
So that is those are 3 of the 4 matches going on that weekend. And I believe I don't think it was an IG matchup. Maybe the IG tournament final, I want to say. I could be wrong.
That's the
but,
25th.
you're right. That is the 25th. You're right.
Amaru-
So yes, that
Amaru
fourth
Kalinowski. That's the 25th.
Who's that?
That 4th match is still in mystery at the moment, but I'm sure we'll find out very, very soon. But yes, congrats to Dan, obviously moving up, and big congrats to Jess. Her season is over, but great rookie campaign. I'm sure we'll see you back, and we can't wait to see what happens next year for you. All right, next one. Let's get to the big IG matchup that happened. Mr. Robert Parker, the one who is supposed to take the tournament, right? The one that kind of everyone is expecting to win the tournament. Going up against Ethan Erwin, a surprise selection for the suspects in this tournament, but did TKO Mr. Pauliam in the first round, and he's back to take on Parker. And again, very similar situations. Obviously, Parker is going to look as good as he always does in IG. He's always kind of really crisp and smooth, but there are some questions that do shake him up a little bit, and we saw that in this match. He wasn't as perfect as he has been this year in previous matches, and Ethan was able to keep up a little bit and kind of maybe put a little bit more pep in his step to be like, okay, like I need to take this a little bit more serious, or maybe really hone in on some questions. Parker does walk away with TKO as the previous match, but it didn't feel like a TKO. It didn't feel like it probably should have ended in one because there were some slip-ups by Parker, not just in round 1, but also in round 2. And then obviously Ethan didn't answer all of his third-round questions. But Jill, I mean, this one was – look, we expected – same thing as last one. We expected it to end the way it went down, but it was a lot closer than I think we all expected it to be.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm going to get a text message later.
That's fine, Parker. Do it.
I do
it,
Robert. I know. I'm sorry, Robert. He did not play up to Robert Parker standards that match. There were instances where I got very scared for him because I thought that Ethan could potentially surprise everyone.
It crossed my mind.
Like there was 1 or 2 instances where I was like, oh. So
Hold, please.
Holding. I was so bye. So yeah, I'm sure I'll get a text from Robert later going, what? But yeah, I mean, obviously he still played great. Like I knew like 2 of those questions, so what do I know about IG? He still played great, but I think it was the very similar situation to the Dan Jessica match with the Parker Erwin, because obviously we expected Parker and Dan to win, but they both of them were like they just did not play to I think the level that we are used to seeing them play.
At this point in the season, it should be crisp. Like it. Yeah. They should. It's what, September now. Obviously, these probably taped in like August-ish. They should be able to have enough under their belt to be like, okay, like let's get to it. Yeah.
And it was like again, those questions were hard. There were someone spun Harry Potter, or he chose Harry Potter, or something happened.
Ethan landed on Harry Potter, I think, on his second spin.
Okay.
Yes.
Or was there an opponent's choice?
Oh, no, it was opponent's choice. It was opponent's choice. You're correct.
And again, as someone, y'all know me, as someone who is a huge Harry Potter stan, those questions were rough, but for an IG player, like I'm not studying Harry Potter. So I'm going to miss a couple of these, but for someone who's like studying it, I don't know. It was like there were some steal opportunities I think that he missed. So it's and you could tell at the end of the match that he was stoked he got a TKO. Like he was over the moon he got a TKO with it. But like I could also tell that he wasn't like, especially during the match, that he was not pleased with how he performed that day. So here's hoping that he'll kick it into high gear. And because
refill, please.
I know. Thank you. Is that what you wanted? So yeah, he's especially depending on who has the belt at the time, whether it's Amaru or Kalinowski or we've seen how they're competing. We saw how much of a powerhouse Kalinowski was in his match with Chundru, so although I will say on the flip side, I even think people on the other side of the bracket also need to step their game up.
So I was just going to say, and Jill, you can keep going after this too, but I was just wanting to pop in and say, if Saul is on his game, this Parker won't beat Saul. This Parker would not beat Saul.
I've also seen Saul get TKO'd.
Look at Jake taking shots at Parker. Like always.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I started it. Like I.
But what I said, if Saul is playing like the Saul we saw in the beginning of the year, not the Saul we saw up against Amaru or maybe maybe even his first match, because he probably didn't feel as crisp in his first match. If Saul is playing his best, or even Moose, because we've seen Moose do really well as well.
I think it's going to be
Scary.
Moose.
Moose is
Okay,
scary.
well,
We'll
talk about that at some point. I'm just like, if Parker plays the way he's playing, like he played in this match, he won't get out of the tournament.
And that's scary.
But like I was saying, even for the people on the other side of the bracket, which is Moose and Saul,
I think everyone has to be as good as they can.
Like if they're all playing like how they're playing now, Kalinowski's keeping that belt for a while.
I totally agree with you.
You're not wrong.
Sorry.
And look,
Like,
I love Rue. I think Rue has a really, really good shot. Like an incredible shot. I think he actually has a little bit of a better shot than Chandru does, because I think I like his overall list a little bit more of what he knows in a situation up against Kalinowski. But if Rue can't take down Kalinowski, and these guys in the tournament are playing like they're bouncing back and forth with peaks and valleys, no shot.
I hate when you say peaks and valleys because it makes me think of Tapla.
It just stuck in my head, man. I'm sorry. Kalinowski is playing the best he has ever played.
Lights out.
The best.
I agree.
You have to be better than him. And if you are at like just a centimeter behind him, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Especially
there's no chance.
Especially if now all of these title matches are going to be live. We have the buzzers back, and we all know how Kalinowski does with those buzzers.
Mm-hmm.
Buzzers could be a death sentence for a lot of people.
We saw it with Chandru. We saw how much of a freaking beast Chandru was throughout this entire season, and then as soon as the buzzers came, it was kind of like a deer in the headlights, and it was like kind of shocking to see. You know.
So wait, does anybody in the tournament? Parker doesn't have title experience, right? He's never actually gotten there.
No.
So not a single person who is going for the belt has any kind of 5-round experience.
Nope. None.
Oh man, that's
no. Wait.
No, Rue doesn't have one.
Right, that's Rue's.
Yeah.
No.
Parker's never.
But if I'm not mistaken, Nussbaum and
never.
Leo, please correct me. Is the IG tourney final a 5-rounder?
I think we get this confused all the freaking time.
I think tournament finals are 5-rounders. Are they? Am I wrong on that?
I don't know.
Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is 5. Jeremy says it's 5.
See, the IG tournament final. So they will at that point. So that
would be their experience.
That's big. That's a big. But again, Kalinowski has 4 or 5 years of experience. That's one match. Obviously, it could be a big deal. But the way Kalinowski played against Chandru,
yeah, buzzers.
Yeah. If you're an IG player, that's scary right now. Like,
yeah, buzzers could be an absolute death sentence for some people if they're not already on their A game. Like, you could be on your A game and that buzzer round could just mess you. And then good luck getting through round 5 when your head's like trying to recover.
Interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I expect text messages from a lot of people later. I'm sorry.
All right. Any final thoughts on Parker and Erwin? Brian, do you have any thoughts on this one?
Sorry.
Bless you.
No, I hope Parker played like he did because he thought Ethan was going to be a cakewalk. And just now realizes I got to be A game all day, every day, 100% of the time. No relaxing whatsoever until the belt is physically around his waist. No relaxing.
Agreed.
So,
all right, a couple things. We do have 2 Streamlabs that have come in. And guys, again, we are getting into the portion of the show where we're going to get some questions, get to some games. So if you guys have any kind of questions for us, they can be super fun questions like what kind of food do we prefer? Like throw us like a this or that, or who would rather, or who would more rather, or who would do this, and like just any kind of question. More than welcome to throw it at us. We do have 2 Streamlabs. First one's from Chrissy V. I know she left already, but Chrissy V stepped in before the show even started and said, "Happy birthday to the man who got me to watch Star Wars.
Yay. No.
Hope you had a
no,
great day."
no.
And hashtag make solo happen.
Yeah.
Make Solo 2 happen.
I will
Make
say,
solo 2 happen. Sorry. Make solo 2.
I will say, I think the credit for that goes to Zach Burkett because he bugged her, but I was close second. But thank you.
And then the next one is from Hitman Hudson. Here, oh my God, Jill looks like a powerful witch. Also,
Dang right.
please help me. I mortgaged my house betting on Jessica Schloth in an attempt to become a billionaire betting on the Schmoedown, and now I'm broke.
I
God,
mean,
can you
to be
imagine?
fair, if I was gonna place a bet, like if there was money in Schmoedown, if there was like a Vegas betting thing, I would have put like $50 on Schloth, just because like if I lose, whatever. Oops, sorry.
My Lord, is this the third one?
Don't
Thank
judge.
I'm not.
Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean you can judge.
I can do it.
This is like my third one in like 5 hours. You need to stop.
Yeah, can you
I
imagine
would've-
if we had like someone in charge of like a Schmoedown sports book? Like it would 100% be Frank first off, but
Oh, Carlo.
it would be interesting. I would love to see like Frank have to do like over unders and all that stuff.
Thank you, Jordan. I won't. It's I don't work tomorrow. It's a long weekend.
Yay.
Mm.
Hey, man.
That's wonderful. Cheers. Cheers, y'all.
Rachel, what
For
kind of
Schmo
cake?
coins. Oh, Becky, that's adorable.
Rachel,
Schmo
I have
cash,
not
Schmo coins.
Schmo coins. That's pretty good.
Mm.
Rachel, I have not had a cake.
The heck?
I know. All
Why
I've had
don't
is
you eat?
actually. to be
Hey,
honest-
whoa. Everyone needs to stop because he's coming over to my house tomorrow, and who knows if that was part of the plan.
Oh.
Well, today I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the store or something.
Do you have like sprinkles or something up there? Like get yourself a cupcake?
No, we're going to get you a nothing but
No.
cake, dude.
Oh, those are
We're
so
going to move
much
on. We're going to move
better.
on. We're going to move
freaking
on.
Jake and his
Okay, couple
English
questions that have come through real quick.
carrot cake?
Ryan Chase, which I had a couple days ago.
See,
Ryan Chasen, thoughts on the Kaiser Witt stuff? I don't know if you guys caught this when Kaiser popped back in, but he had made a comment about like the hooligans running. This isn't verbatim, and Ryan may be able to step in and say exactly what he said, but he basically said like whoever's been running the dungeon, like they're gone now. I'm back. Like and making like a little jab at Adam Witt, like a little jab.
How dare you, Kaiser?
Hmm.
How dare you?
Very interesting.
I mean, I will say, I would not at all be surprised if Witt is a manager. Oh, did he?
Oh my God!
God,
Come on!
Boo.
Come on!
You could bring him on. Bring him in.
Come on! Hold
Bring
on!
him
I
Bring him in.
gotta. Hold on.
I see him back there. Bring him in. I'm dressed. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Well, while we wait for our birthday boy to return, as he texted me, power went out, is what he said. We do have a special guest, and
great timing.
he's here. He's here to speak the Lord's work, Mr. Brother Lomis.
Happy birthday, Brother Brian. I'm glad I could be here on this special occasion to bring you joy and celebrate that you have survived one more year. And hopefully in this coming year, we will draw even closer together so you can learn further from me, my son.
Preach.
Brian, what do you have to say? You know, we have a special guest for you.
There's a witch here. That's bigger fish to fry than me.
Oh, no, my son, I can see the wickedness in your heart, and I intend to remove it bit by bit until it is gone.
Oh God.
I can't.
Great, like Brian. I mean, this is the perfect birthday wish, right?
Yes,
Oh.
I couldn't have asked for more.
I'm enjoying the heck out of this. I mean, this is wonderful. This is great.
Oh, goodness. We even have another special guest joining us as well. I don't know if he's popping in here right now, but
Apparently,
I'll wait
he
for
will
a
be
minute.
in 4 minutes and 50.
In 4 minutes. Yes, correct. Well, Brother Lomis, thank you so much for joining us. How's everything on your side of the country? You doing okay?
Oh, it is tremendous. It has been raining for several days straight, and it has still not put out the unrelenting fire.
That's great. That's great.
Love
Great.
this so
Brian,
much.
do you have a question for Mr. Brother Lomis?
Nope, none.
Brother Brian, usually I reserve this for members of the exchange, but I vow this to you, my son. When we meet at a live event, I intend to lay my hands upon you and drive out all of your sins.
Bless.
Lord. Well,
Bless.
you're going to be there for a while, so.
Bless.
I'm a patient man.
Oh, God.
Jill, do you have something for Brother Lomis while we have him for a quick second?
Hi, first of all, hello.
Hello, sister.
Just want to say that you're wonderful and keep doing what you're doing. I love this one. Is terrified, but happy spooky season. Cheers.
Well, thank you, sister. I do appreciate it. And you need not to fear, Brother Brian. I am harmless as a lamb, I assure you. And soon we will sacrifice a lamb together, and it will be beautiful.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
God. I will say this. I just moved to a new place, and currently it seems that Jesus provides the best Wi-Fi because right now mine's flawless. So thank you for that because my Wi-Fi has been fantastic.
I have been praying relentlessly for such a thing.
One request before we let you go, Brother Lomis. Can we get a quick prayer for Brian?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, hold on.
Literally.
Oh, mighty Gucci, if you would on this great day, please enter into the bowels of Brian's sinful stomach and drive out all the bullshit he has been casting out upon the children of Schmoeville. Cleanse him, purify him, so that next season he may follow your great truth and bring us into the divine light of your joy. Amen.
Well,
Amen.
thank
Wow,
you.
amen. Amen. Wow, that was brilliant. Well, Brother Lomis, thank you so much for taking a quick second out of all the time that you are giving to everyone and popping in to say happy birthday to Brian. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to talking to you sometime in the future as well.
Again, happy birthday, Brother Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night.
Cheers. Good night. Oh my God.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Cast out all the bullshit. That got me. I'll give him
Everyone,
that.
just look at everyone. Look at
Amen.
everyone. I love it.
Amen.
Jeff, you gotta scroll back a few minutes to witness what's going on. I know my Wi-Fi just took a crap as well, but wow, glorious, just absolutely glorious.
Crazy.
Everyone,
Crazy.
Brian Nussbaum, thank you for reaching out to Brother Lomis and giving him a heads up. Blame Nussbaum, Brian. Blame Nussbaum.
I do.
That was on him.
I 100%
Hashtag blame
do.
us, Bum.
That was on him. All right. Well, so we missed a couple of questions while we had our special guest pop in. So keep firing those questions in, everybody. And hopefully my Wi-Fi gets a little bit better. I can see the little signal in the top right corner.
It's
for me.
coming
So,
back. You're coming back.
get some questions in. Let's have a little fun for the next half hour or so. We can answer anything Schmoedown related. We can answer anything out in the world, food, which is always a mainstay on this channel.
Food.
So get those out there. Mick has a question here. Well, Brian, what more could you ask for as a birthday gift than Lomis laying hands on you?
Preach.
We're going to lay hands if he lays hands on me.
We're gonna lay hands.
I'm kidding.
Oh, man. Ryan, there you go. There you go.
Wait, wrong channel.
That's great. That's
Fair.
great. That's great. Here you go. Nussbaum's got one for us. Comeback player of the year. I would absolutely have to agree with him at this point. Right now,
Yeah.
it could change leading into spectacular. Right now, I'd give it to Ethan.
I
Although
mean,
Mike's a really
I
good
was gonna
choice.
say Kalinowski.
Mike's a really good
They
choice.
both
Getting that
have
belt back,
belts.
defending third-time champ, like that's a big deal.
I think they're the
that's
two.
tough between those two right now.
But we agree that they're probably the two that are leading the
Oh,
race, right?
JTE is also a solid one.
Yes, but JT, I mean, unless he, when is his next match? He's not even in the tournament, so his season's done, right?
Yeah, JT season.
So we would have to,
I think he's done.
yeah, so we would have to judge it off what he's done now, and which isn't that strong compared to Ethan and Mike. So.
Contender.
Yeah, that's tough. I know. I saw someone say William said Dimolanta.
Mara. I don't think because Dimolanta did so well last season too.
Let's bring in our other special guest because he's flashing me in the background with his
Not literally flashing.
Oh, there's music.
What's up, buddy?
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Can't hear you, my love.
Wow.
Is this not my
Technologies.
stream?
Wow.
Wow.
No.
Is this not my stream?
No.
No.
Box
Oh, my
boxes.
bad.
But it works. But it works.
My bad.
But it works.
You
can
missed
play the
Brother
music, I don't care.
Lomis.
Hello.
Yeah, did you see Lomis?
I did. He still stole my gimmick.
The Saint.
I mean, that's fair. The Saint. That's
You
fair.
know.
It's very fair.
Um,
It's
Well,
I'm just saying. I had that thing going first.
fair. Background looks great, by the way.
Thank you.
you
Thank you. And
apparently
he
were
still needs to-
casting out.
Still needs a bit of a
Bullshit,
punch
right
up there, but I think it's okay. I don't like the glare on the,
Yeah, it happens with the lights and everything.
I don't know how to fix that.
You're working on it.
So Sean, we were just talking about comeback player of the year. I'm guessing your vote goes to one Mike Kalinowski.
My vote goes to Mike Kalinowski or Scrimshaw because he's going to be coming back from a hiatus and winning the tournament. So
I mean,
Oh,
That's-
if he wins the Star Wars,
that
tournament?
is actually
when he
wow.
wins the tournament.
Wow.
That would be interesting.
That would be.
That's actually a really that's very likely. Very likely.
I mean,
It's very possible.
there's going to be some.
Brian, remind me to make you one of these when you're in town.
Yes, please. It looks delicious. It looks like butterbeer.
I'll just leave me out of it, but that's fine. No problem.
Well,
Not you. You don't drink. Is that whiskey? You don't drink
It's
it.
amaretto.
So basically.
it's like almond whiskey.
I mean, that's Star Wars tournament.
So it's we're celebrating Brian Ward's birthday.
Brian Ward's birthday.
Yeah, it's Brian
Correct.
Ward's
Okay.
birthday. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
And all the hard work he does on a daily basis for the Schmoedown. It's correct.
Yeah.
And this channel. He does a lot of work for this channel.
He does do a lot of work for this channel. That's right. I mean, he gifted Brian
Sometimes
with a-
unnecessary things, but
that Loma's birthday post earlier was
It's so
awesome. The
good.
balloons.
God.
It's so good. So good.
I will say, Amaru, if Parker is to go to the finals and or wins a belt,
Yeah.
I mean, both of them right now have done pretty well this season. Well, we'll have to see how the tournament goes, but
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
yeah. So I don't
All
know.
right, questions, guys. Put them in the chat. We're
This
hanging
is-
out for the next
I
hour
love
long.
this is like a what if episode of POV.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I'm going to scroll back up because I believe there are a couple more questions that we had.
yeah, give us questions.
Can we just talk about the fact that I was getting ready for the stream and Sean comes in and he looks at me like this.
Okay,
And
I
he
want to
goes,
talk
"It's
about. I want
September."
to talk about spooky season because spooky season doesn't start at least till the last week of September.
Nope, it's spooky season.
You literally took things off of our living room decorations to bring them into the bedroom.
She so did. She so did. Before the stream started, she goes, wait. I'm going to get more for my background.
Fight me.
Here you go, Jake.
I did.
Oh, God. You don't want to see it right now.
It's very.
I
flowy.
barely know what Jake's hair looks like under the cap.
It's
Wow.
very, very long.
Yeah.
I mean, so's mine.
There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. And
Should I go like this for the rest of the
I
stream?
have a pseudo mullet kind of too. So
Well, didn't you say
But
you're
yeah.
gonna do a mullet?
yeah, I think I'm going to cut into a mullet.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Let's see. Okay, we got some questions coming in. Let's see.
Yeah.
Leo here. Who has had the worst luck this year? For players, I say Goddard, Preston, Collins, and Zipper. Faction, Star, and Swag.
Me.
Collins is an interesting one.
Me, I have.
I mean, you have faced some deathly competitors. That's very true.
You got
My
a
luck's been
question.
shit.
You can't curse on this show, Sean.
Facts.
Sean, I'll say Sean Sullivan because he got a question for Star Wars that wasn't even in the movie. PJ Campbell.
Oh, wow, we're just throwing the shade tonight. The shade is just being thrown.
Shady lady.
I always give him. I always give him.
Can I
shade
just
for
say
that.
though, is Gabby's oh boy like oh boy, or is it like oh boy? Because I know she likes long hair.
I think it's oh boy
Yeah,
Jake's
that's-
hair.
Yeah, probably. That or the craziness that this episode has taken.
This
All right, let's see.
That hair makes Gabby go.
don't you dare play the words. You're just taken down.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is great.
Here you
This is
go.
great.
Here's another one. Sean, what's your
What
favorite
if-
Star Wars book?
Choices.
Really like Twilight Company. I like both Battlefront books. Twilight Company, Inferno Squadron, are both really good. I love the Aftermath trilogy. Lost Stars is fantastic.
Lost Stars is probably one of my favorites. Yeah.
If I were to pick one, probably be Lost Stars. I think.
If you're a Star Wars person and has thought about reading the books, Lost Stars is arguably one of the best Star Wars books of all time.
I mean,
great way
a
to
lot
start.
of the
It's a great way to start.
I haven't kept up on that stuff, really, to be honest. But the stuff that came out in like the first 3 years of Disney Star Wars, I think is their best. Outside of
Aftermath.
there was a book that came out with Luke that wasn't very good.
Heir to the Jedi.
No,
That was
yeah.
it was
Jedi?
it was the very first canon. I think it was the very first canon novel that was released.
It's not good.
No, it's not. Good. It's not
yeah.
good. Yeah.
I didn't enjoy some of the newer Thrawn stuff personally.
Same.
I
But-
think the stories that are being told on Thrawn need to be on TV in the books.
Yeah, I think a lot of that, even if it's animated,
Yeah,
you know.
I wouldn't mind.
All right, quick question. This one comes from Ryan Chasen. Oh, actually, Tyler Myers. I'm gonna go back up. All right, let's settle the debate. Candy corn, yay or nay?
Nay.
Hard
It's fucking
nay.
plastic.
It tastes like I'm a texture person, and the texture is it's
No.
candle wax.
Absolutely not.
What? Who the fuck
Yeah.
thought that was should be a thing?
Language, Sean.
Since when do I have to watch my language on this show?
Since
For
Harloff told
like
us not
months.
to curse anymore.
Like months.
Whoa.
Next,
hour, Sean. On
next
happy
one,
hour,
Ryan-
you can curse.
Ryan Chasen here. Sean and Jake, did either of you take the Dragon Con exam online?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I did
I
not.
cannot take the.
we took
I
it.
did not.
I think all of us took it last year.
I took it last
Yep.
year.
We all took it
Last
last
year I think I
year.
got 20, either 27 or 32. I don't remember. This year I did
You and
not.
I think you and I both got the same one. It was like 31.
It was
30
something
or
last year.
31.
It was I think last year we would have been enough to qualify. This year I didn't take it, and I'll be honest, it's because I would not score very well on it right now. My brain is not in that pocket, right?
Yeah.
So I saw Reefton scored really well, which
I'm not
He
surprised.
did. He did.
Yeah.
He scored really well.
I'll have to.
Um,
Okay, Rachel. Okay, Rachel.
yeah. All right.
We did have a Streamlabs coming through actually. Hitman Huston. Who is Sean's favorite Star Wars character? Mine naturally is Rael Averross.
Should we all just say our favorites?
I mean-
Yeah.
Mine's Thrawn.
Mine's Boba. Mine's Boba.
Mine is
Ahsoka.
Yeah, mine's Boba.
Yeah.
It goes Boba, Han, then Ahsoka is my top three.
Mine is
I
the
would
same.
say my top 3 would be Thrawn, Asajj, and probably Han.
So Boba, I think Boba Din is up there, but I don't know. I kind of want to see more of his character before I make that call. Boba is only my favorite just because of look. I really like the updated Boba for Mandalorian.
Oh, you mean Dad
Apparently-
Bod Boba?
Daddy
Yeah, Dad
Apparently-
Bod Boba is my favorite.
And apparently he's getting a whole new suit for Book of Boba.
I can't wait. I can't.
Yeah,
I mean, I
so-
like the suit he had in whatever
Season
episode
2?
it was that they filmed
Season
in a ravine in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's so next to the freeway. That's so true.
yeah, they just
Wasn't
totally
it,
just filmed
wasn't
it.
it Riverside?
So
Yeah, it's
true.
somewhere. It's somewhere in Southern California where they just made it. You know, it doesn't even really look like an alien planet. It literally just looks like L.A.
It literally
the
looks like an
hillside.
LA overpass. Yeah.
100%.
But then I'd probably go Kanan Jarrus and Cal Kestis.
That's good.
Cow.
That's
Really?
good. And
He
more- and
loves
yeah.
Cal.
I can't wait to see more Cal too. I can't wait to see.
I love that game. So because of that, Cal kind of being the stand-in for that. I really want a Cal lightsaber.
They
like a
sell it at
nice
Disney now.
It's at Disney.
Do
isn't
they?
it?
do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. So is
all
the
right,
Black
let's see.
Hey Joe,
Dark Saber.
you want to go to Disneyland?
Yes, that's right.
There's actually a lot of good questions here that I missed. Let's see. This one comes from Justin. On a serious note, what if Kevin Smets actually said, "Don't tell Harry," and beat Kalinowski?
It's a what if.
It is a what
It
if.
is a
So
what if.
Here's my thing. I think him saying "Don't tell Peter," and then the whole
The
comeback,
run.
the run, and
It makes
him
it better.
and him TKOing Kalinowski at Spectacular
It
just
makes it
makes
better.
it like so much
Uh-huh.
better.
Well, not only does it make the story better, it made him better.
It made
Yeah.
That's true.
It
It,
did.
humbled him.
So
It humbled
I don't
him.
think if we had, I don't think if he had won that, he would be as much of a legend as he was before, forced retirement.
You're not wrong.
Because we still think of him. He hasn't played in a year now,
Yeah.
and we still think of him as one of the best that's ever played that.
and he played for a season.
I'm going to jump ahead. Leo Logan, before I forget the answer. Just because the couple in Valerian.
Oh my God.
Worst on-screen chemistry ever.
Dane DeHaan and Brian, what's her name? She played
Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the worst. The
That
worst.
movie is awful.
They look
by the
like
way.
they look like brother and sister.
That movie is awful.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, you know what? The visuals are good. The way they set it
Yes.
up is good. Some of it is fine, but I think it's made so much worse just by their chemistry.
Agreed. Okay, this one's a fun one, and I have an immediate answer. Laura Kelly versus Molly Damon.
That's pretty good.
I can't wait to see Damon v. Damon, though.
Laura's and Molly's was just so epic. It
Yeah.
literally-
I sadly don't remember a lot of the posters. I like Mike in a lot of his posters.
I was just going to say
Because-
the Mike Smets one where Mike was Captain America and Smets was
Oh,
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
one was
great.
really good.
It was great.
Um,
By the way, for any of you who don't know, Brian Ward has a Schmoedown poster Twitter page. Go follow. He
he has a Twitter page just for Schmoedown posters.
he posts old Schmoedown posters.
Link
Go
it.
follow. Go
Link
follow.
it.
Rachel, can you find that please and link that for me? There's a Twitter page where he posts old Schmoedown posters that you guys can see. So go check that out. I know he's been busy. He probably hasn't posted a little bit lately, but he was doing it for a while, and you guys should check it out. It's cool. It's very, very cool.
I will say, hold on. Keep talking while I'm uploading. this.
Facts, Brian.
Oh yeah, one a hundo.
Facts.
I will say, so this one that you almost said you never let see the light of day.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
You know what? I
love
think that's my
that
favorite.
one.
That's
I think that one is my favorite.
the
I
on
don't know, man.
point.
The one of him as Max Rebo is just pristine. So
You
good.
want to know?
Yeah,
which
the one of Alex's Max Rebo is pretty good. Or I mean, that one's not the one that's not really a Schmoedown poster. Was the Foden bead Molly and Alex was pretty good. Too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the Star Wars stuff that Brian wore. is
Yeah.
just-
Anything Star Wars. I will
Just
say.
look at his website. There's so much stuff on his website that people don't see.
Also,
nobody
his T
does.
Public, is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love his Dex's Diner shirt. I wear it all the time.
He wears his
I'm not-
Texas Diner shirt.
not
All,
wearing it
I wear
today.
my.
Well,
I wear
Brian
my
wears the pod racing shirt all the time.
Yeah,
I wear
all
my
the
pod
time.
racing shirt all the time. I also have a Texas Diner shirt.
I will also say this one too because it just looks real, and Hoey's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just looks real like that.
So I don't know the character name, but the one of Rachel Cushing as Kate Blanchett's character from Lord of the Rings,
Galadriel.
Galadriel, that one is
Yeah.
great.
Oh wait, I mean I don't know Lord of the Rings. Oh.
You
mean,
can
what?
like other things.
This one's good too. That you
That
can
one's
do a
a great
poster.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where she's the Rosie the Riveter type looking
Yep.
thing. Yeah.
Yep. There
That
it
was
is.
great.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Thank you.
We're just here. to
That's his
keep Brian-
website.
But that
Brian's
works.
porn.
Yeah,
That's
that
fine.
works.
That works. Okay, let's see. There were a couple. I know. Okay, I'll get to it because there were a couple people that are asking, and it's not in order, but because the four of us have seen it, a lot of people were asking if we saw Shang-Chi
We did.
and our thoughts
Oh.
on it.
Shang.
Freaking,
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
freaking phenomenal.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
it's
need
it's
to go and see it again.
it's
I'm
it's
gonna be-
masterful. It's masterful.
I'm gonna be the voice of dissent here.
Well, you
That's
always
fine.
do.
You always are.
No,
It's
nothing
fine. It's fine. It's really good. But for me, it's not like top 5 all time. And I feel like whenever a Marvel movie comes out, everyone talks about it like, oh my God, this is so groundbreaking.
I wasn't a big fan of Black Widow.
Well, I think Black Widow was the exception
did
because
Black
Black
Widow.
Widow's kind of weird. Like as far as like,
There's
where
no
it's
future
placed-
for it.
yeah, where it's placed, there's no future for it. It doesn't really do anything new. I actually like Black Widow better than Shang-Chi. I really enjoyed Black Widow because it was a callback to that older style of Marvel.
Born
movie.
Jason or James Bond.
The Winter Soldier. It
Yes.
fits well in with Winter Soldier. I think it acts good as like
Oh.
a foil to Winter Soldier.
mean,
I agree.
I didn't go out the next day to buy a Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I'm not going to say that Shang-Chi is groundbreaking, but I will say that. And Brian's Jesus Wi-Fi just cut out. Oh, there we go. No, you're good. You're good. Sorry.
What?
You're good. You're good.
Your Wi-Fi cut.
I loved Shang-Chi. I enjoyed it. I'm a big martial arts fan, and I love that. I think a lot of that, what you're saying, Sean, is that it's the first of its kind in the universe.
Yes, but I don't think it is. I think it fits really well in with Doctor Strange.
I would agree with that, but I'm saying
I don't think it's-
with the martial arts stuff.
With the martial arts, sure.
Yes,
It's I think we can all agree it's the best choreographed.
100%. That bus scene, oh my god.
I think Winter Soldier gives it a run for its money.
That street
but
fight
it's-
between Cap and Bucky.
But it's definitely the best. Like as far as pure martial arts, it's the best one. I love the inclusion of. Are we allowed to? Can we spoil?
No,
chat.
I said
You
no
have like.
spoilers.
Oh,
No. Like my
No
Okay,
spoilers.
there was a character in the movie that before the movie I was making jokes like, "Oh, I can't wait to see this character," and he's in it.
uh-huh.
Oh, I mean, that
Uh-huh.
wasn't the most. I mean, I saw it on the red carpet, and that's.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't really. I've been pretty good about. I knew I was going to see this movie. I knew I really wanted to see this movie.
My thing is, I just really like anything with Aquafina in it. To
I
be
like anything with
completely
that
honest.
person in it.
Aquafina.
I liked.
No, the person who I
Oh
can't name.
yeah.
I liked Simu personally. I thought he was fantastic.
Simu was great.
He was great.
I think he's going to be a superstar.
I think so
He's going to
too.
be a superstar.
I think so too.
Yeah.
This movie put him on the map, and people are going to be looking at him for a lot of stuff
I think so too.
because he has a lot of charisma.
Mhm.
I would.
He just like
I would.
he like embodies like almost like a movie star like energy. Like you could just feel it when you're watching him in the movie.
I will. There's so I have two things about this. First, I want to see Simu with a lightsaber.
Yes, absolutely.
Dude,
Second,
Yes.
second, I love the inclusion of the Eastern mythological creatures, the
I
Kitsune,
agree.
the Kirin, the Phoenix,
So for-
all those.
For those of you who are watching, what he's talking about, the
Pokemon.
Soul Eater and the Dragon, those type of stuff.
There's
That's what you're
Well,
talking
no,
about,
not the. No. Like the ones that were just hanging out.
Oh,
in the
inside
wilderness.
the field, in the field.
Yeah.
I got you.
So like the horse is a Kirin, the nine-tailed foxes are Kitsunes, and then Phoenix is just a Phoenix, the Firebirds,
Gotcha.
So-
and whatever
we got-
whatever the heck Morris was.
Yeah. So okay, Morris, the thing without a face. Do you know who voiced him?
Is
Voiced
Alan
him.
Tudyk?
Yeah, apparently it's credited as voiced. Do you know it, Jake?
Is it Alan
No,
Tudyk?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to be surprised when you say it, though.
It's the guy that voices all the clones in Star Wars.
Oh.
D. Bradley Baker?
D. Bradley
Yeah.
Baker. D.
Yeah.
Bradley
That's amazing.
Baker.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
Literally, they hired
we
him
did go
just
to-
to make like.
So we got a Streamlabs, and this one came from a little while ago when Sean popped in. This was from Mr. Jake Yakavetta,
Oh, hi,
and
Jake.
he said, "I'm hitting you all with a copyright strike for playing that song."
Hold on. First and foremost, it was fair use. It was under 30 seconds. Second,
That's about it. That's about it.
It's free promotion.
Yeah, second, guys, go check out Jake Yakovetta's music at Jake_Yakavetta at Spotify.com/SoundCloud.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
All right, more questions here, guys. This is a quick one, I think. Nuspalm, what are your thoughts on Schmoedown getting time codes?
Oh, interesting.
So this
I would
actually
say-
happened. It became official. It's official.
I would say honestly,
What?
you only need the time codes
Yeah.
for first, second, and third round.
And Christian put it
Yeah.
up because okay, you guys win. Because I guess people have been hounding it
Who's been
for
hounding
years,
him?
apparently.
Who?
Yeah.
Like,
Just what
Well,
do you need
hold
to?
on.
Okay, my thing is here's my soapbox. Like, what do you need a timestamp for when you can literally just scroll through and see
Yeah.
when the round one placard comes on?
Well,
Exactly.
Why do you
I
need
mean,
a time card so bad?
well,
Like, are
hold
you
on.
that lazy where you just need to push a button?
No. But if I'm going to disagree with you there. If Christian wants people skipping through the videos, time codes are the right thing. The other thing is time codes help. If you're going back to talk about a match, time codes help whoever's going back to talk about a match, depending on how they break apart the time codes, right?
It's
So if they
literally
put-
just like Mark and Harloff talk, introducing managers. First
Yeah,
round,
that's great.
Second round, third
So that's
round.
great. That's perfect. Because that means that if someone needs to clip something out or review what was said or anything like that, the time code's there for that purpose. But I don't like the inclusion of the time codes because as someone who's part of the production, look, we put in whether or not whatever you feel about the introductions, whatever you feel about the promos, all that, that's part of the show. It shouldn't be made easy for it to be skipped.
I agree.
And I'm sure Harloff feels the same, but if enough
He does.
people are
He does.
calling for that, it makes sense that he gave that inclusion.
so it's 100% the people that are there for just the trivia and don't
Right.
and will never understand that
Then why
it's a
are
50-50 thing with
Well-
trivia and production.
And not why are you watching the Schmoedown, because the Schmoedown still provides for that.
100%.
It's not what I'm in the Schmoedown for, right? Like it's not what I'm a fan of the Schmoedown for. But I don't think we should. I don't think we should tell those viewers like, "Hey, this isn't for you," because it's kind of for everyone, right? Whatever you get out of the Schmoedown, if you're a big movie fan, if you're a big wrestling fan, if you are a fan of Dan Murrell's personal YouTube, or you're an old fan of Collider, an old fan of Screen Junkies, like there's a lot in the Schmoedown that you can be a fan of without being a fan of the whole hog. So I guess it does make sense to include those time codes. I'm gonna disagree with Brian Ward in the chat. I don't know if it helps new viewers, because I think the only thing that helps new viewers is getting the length down. Because if we can include all that stuff that is part of the Schmoedown while trimming it just a tad, New viewers are just going to avoid clicking on a video when they see the length. They're either in it for that length or they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a lot of
Jeremy.
thoughts on that. Interesting.
Jeremy, fast forwarding's not that difficult.
It depends. It's not that difficult for us who are, 35 and under and grew up with this crap, but
That's true.
there's, my
Some people
parents,
don't even know that YouTube, if you double click, that it skips 10 seconds. Some people don't know that.
yeah, or they're watching on a computer and they don't have that option, and they're just going to click around the scroll bar for 10 minutes, figuring it out.
Fair.
It's an interesting conversation. We'll see where it leads. Obviously, it's only happening recently in the last couple matches. A fun one here from Jeremy Miller. Jill,
Yes.
who's been your favorite person to interview?
It's hard because I like all of them. Obviously, as you could see, Chundru was definitely a lot of fun. Chundru and I had a lot of fun with that interview.
It's pronounced Chandru.
I will smack you in the face.
We had him on last week and made him say it.
I know that's why he's being
I know.
punk about it. So Chundru is probably one of my faves, and there is a match coming up that has not aired yet.
Oh no!
That
Oh,
is
no.
also
I like that we're in the. We just don't know, and Sean and Jill are like, haha, yeah.
yeah. There's
I know-
one that
I
hasn't
know which-
aired yet, and when it airs, you'll know which one I'm talking about. But it's another really fun one. So yeah, I can't say, but yeah, it's a fun one.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we'll do this to end the show. Brian Nussbaum coming in with some picks for this week's matches because we do have the Star Wars Championship on Friday.
Oh,
That's this.
It is
Friday?
happening on Friday. So let's start with the first one. IG match on Wednesday. We have Saul going up against Moose Haas. Jill, I'll start with you.
So this is an interesting one. Because I think a lot of people are overlooking Haas. I think he's very good. But Saul is also in that mindset where he's like, I never want to be TKO'd again. I never want to experience that.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
That's fine. I gave Robert Parker-ish earlier, and I said I'm probably
Yeah,
going to
we
get a
did.
call from Robert later.
Yeah.
Like, I know. Welcome to having an after show. So
Everyone going with Saul.
I think I'm going to give Saul the slight edge. I'm going to give Saul a slight edge.
Slight. Look,
Brian,
hold on.
you seem to be disagreeing.
completely. I think Moose wins this.
Completely.
He's a moose.
He's a moose.
He's
Saul's
a
small.
really large.
Saul's a
man.
Viking.
Moose.
Not really, but
I think
Is he?
Moose takes this. Moose is really good.
yeah. I
He
mean,
does not seem to falter very much. Like
dude knows Ninja Turtles like nobody else.
I just don't see Moose losing.
Nice, Rue. Nice.
Do I have Saul on my fantasy team?
No, Frank has both apparently.
Oh my God.
Of course, Frankie does.
So yeah, it's a lost cause at this point.
I don't know who's on my fantasy team.
We
I know I have Alex Damon and Marzonia. So Marzonia's got me some points though.
And you.
And yourself.
Yeah, and myself.
Sean, I'm guessing you're going with your boy Saul.
Yeah, I don't know about this slight edge talk. This is the Saul show. Okay. We saw what he did after he brutalized Brandon Hanna. He's gonna brutalize Haas. I mean,
Poor Bray.
come on. Saul show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Saul as well. I think the dude is on kind of like a revenge tour. And I also really just want to see a Parker versus Saul showdown. I really do. That's kind of what I want to see from that tournament final. So, all right, next match.
I don't because then I have to, then I got.
I'm gonna get you on the show next week to make that prediction or whenever that match is. So you have to say it publicly on camera. All right, so next one is a tough one. It's the Thursday match. Janine the Machine versus Eric Zipper.
All right, fine, Zipper.
Oh!
That was so quick.
You people in your
Cousins,
you're professional.
This is every week. I deal with this every week.
You people are professionals. Okay?
I don't see any
Don't make
checks
me
coming in.
go back on freaking that Gold Standard show where they're way more professional.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to even start.
Oh my god!
Okay, the gold Shonder.
Do you have access to their stuff too?
He's made logos for every show he's ever been
There
on.
we go. That one. There's my favorite. There's my favorite logo.
Oh man. This one is split. A lot of people going back and forth.
I am a self-proclaimed zipper show.
It's a zipper. Oh, I almost said accidentally. Never mind. I'm gonna stay over. You know what? I'll talk to you guys later.
But I think I'm going to go Janine on this.
Yeah.
I'm going Janine too.
Yeah.
I think Janine's been on an upward climb this year.
I agree with what Hobbit says in the chat. If Janine plays the way she played Marisol,
Yeah.
she's gonna wreck
You
shop.
are not wrong.
We could see them face each other again. We talked about it.
If Janine's
Possibility.
playing the way Janine had been playing, you could see her in the finals of this tournament.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
So Sean's going zipper. Okay. Next one is a fun one on Friday. We have Brittany Young and James White.
Yay.
Brittany Young and James White. So clearly I know where these two are going.
Jill,
I think-
the corruption shill, baby.
Okay.
Let's go. They're coming for me. They're coming.
Brian.
They finally
Are you
caught on
going-
to the free Wi-Fi.
They're stealing
Brian,
the
are you
church Wi-Fi.
are you sticking with the corruption side as well?
Oh yeah. James is, I'm sure, just coming for a bloodbath. Yeah, exactly, Leah. Now Christian's going to copyright us. It's like 3 different copyrights in one episode.
Look, I've never gotten copyright strike before, so it'll be a first.
All right, so we have 3. I'm going to go James as well. I do think that he can make a splash in this tournament a little bit. He's in a good portion of the bracket to do so. And he has a really good lineup right now. Nothing against, I think Brittany could look. She's very, very intelligent with movies, but a very specific set of movies. James is very kind of split between a lot of different things. And
James. So I will say, James is also a specific set of movies, but it's less, clear and a little bit more broad. James's knowledge is ridiculous. I think he's had a lot of bad luck so far in the Schmoedown.
Jake,
but there have been glimmers of his, like what he did against Bibiani. I think shows that he's a potential top talent player. He just really hasn't had a chance.
Who would Jake? Do you know who would, if he was to advance, it'd be between?
I'm not 100% sure, but I have the bracket right here. Hold on. Here we go.
Sweet.
The official certain point of view sponsored
He'd be playing
bracket.
David Del Rio.
Oh,
wow.
That'd be a good match.
So he'd be going against his former faction.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
there you go. Miss Brandy Parker popping in. Hi,
Hi,
Brandy.
Brandy. Thank you.
All right, and then the last one, since that was a sweep on James White, last one's the big one. We have the Star Wars Championship on Friday night between Andrew DiMolanta and Thomas Harper. DiMolanta is looking to defend once again, and the rookie sensation that is the Major stepping in and trying to capture the title, and have that Dragon Con talk be an actual thing and go undefeated to win the belt. Let's talk about this for a bit. Sean, I'm gonna start with you because you obviously are in the league. You probably have a little bit of know-how about how these guys are behind the scene. What are you thinking on this one?
I've come to talk with you again.
Hey, we're gonna get copyright for that one.
100%.
All right.
Okay, that one we will get
my
copyright for.
thoughts. Thomas Harper. I said some things that I regret. I said some things that I don't necessarily still agree with about a few people. I agree with my statements that I made previously about other people, but I will say Thomas Harper is the real deal.
agree
I
with that.
like DiMolanta a lot. I think he's really good. I think the level he plays at is above and beyond the level that most competitors in the Schmoedown as a whole are playing, not just the Star Wars division. But I'm going to give it to Harper because I think Harper's on a streak. I think I think the Schmoedown gods know what a good result is, and I think Harper winning is the best result.
So I don't disagree with that.
The dude freaking took time off. He skipped Dragon Con to study,
He
He
did.
did.
right?
He did.
And he said how Dragon Con's like his most important thing, whatever.
Wasn't he won the 2 previous years before Marie won last year, right?
Marie won last year, but Thomas had won the 2 previous years. So I think if he had shown up at Dragon Con this week and tried to say like, "Oh, I'm studying for Schmoedown, whatever,"
Yeah.
I might say, "Okay, no, you're splitting your focus. You're studying the wrong thing." But I think because he skipped Dragon Con, I think because he's in that zone and he's focusing on what matters, I think he'll take it.
So I don't disagree with you in the fact that the Schmoedown gods probably see a good win and that he's been on this upward climb in the way he's been playing this year. But on the flip side, so has Andrew DiMolanta. Andrew DiMolanta has been on this crazy run. Look, you take down Alex Damon, it's a big deal. And then you take him down again the way they did, that's a big deal.
Twice, yeah.
And then you beat Laura, who has been waiting for this moment. That's a big deal.
Well, not only beat Laura, he redeemed himself against Laura.
That's very true.
Because he had lost against Laura previously.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go DiMolanta. I'm gonna give, and look, I think Thomas could come in and make Andrew reconsider his study habits the way that Thomas is, like legit. Like I think that Thomas is just that type of guy, but I just give all the power to DiMolanta. I've picked against him in every match so far this year, and I just can't do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore. The guy has proved me wrong time and time again. Plain and simple.
Yeah. This could obviously this can go either way. It's a Star Wars match. It can always go either way, especially with the caliber of performance that DiMolanta and Harper have. They're both insane people. Like they know too much Star Wars. And
look at that. Sorry. Gold Leader's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Gold Leader. But it can honestly go either way. I could definitely see what people are saying in the chat. It could be a 51-50. It could be one of these matches that just goes on forever.
Yeah.
And it's honestly hard because they're both on their A game. Harper is this amazing. He was the number 1 draft pick, correct?
He was the 3rd overall pick for the Den.
3rd overall pick, but first for the Den. And he's just this phenom, and so is DiMolanta. And this is a coin toss. But I will say, on behalf of Drew DiMolanta's table, I'm going to give the win to Harper because that table's
not going to last one more match.
Needs a break.
Hold on, but time out. He was 3rd overall for the Den, but he was the first. Wasn't he the first overall pick?
3rd overall pick.
He was the 1st overall Star Wars pick, 3rd overall pick in the draft. Period.
Okay.
But the 2nd rookie because Rue was taken right before him.
Okay. Yeah, Mara.
So it
was
was
taken
Mara,
first. It was
Rue, Harper.
Rue, Harper.
Yeah.
Harper was absolutely. Yeah, I see someone pointing out Harper was drafted before DiMolanta. Absolutely.
It's
But
which is
DiMolanta
crazy.
was one of the lowest of the Star Wars draftees.
Coy got DiMolanta like late 2nd round or something.
Yeah.
3rd round. Like that's and like what he's done this year. Like that's insane.
Well, we've talked about the insaneness of that draft.
Yeah, for sure. Brian, where are you lying, man?
we haven't seen someone this driven and obsessive to win the Star Wars belt since DeMolanta.
Yeah.
And look who's holding the belt right now.
DeMolanta.
I think that Harper edges him.
It's fair. It's very fair.
Yeah. It's kind of almost like watching. Oh, Jake's
Sorry,
Your
it's my
laundry done?
laundry. Yeah,
laundry's done.
I forgot you're in a garage.
yeah.
It's like watching that like belt hungry competitor that DeMonta used to be. Not I shouldn't say used to be, because he still like wants
But he has the belt.
But yes, but like I'm talking in the sense of like trying to get to it to win it. I would say arguably no one's been that determined since we saw Harper get his first taste of victory.
Well, and what you're kind of saying, Brian, is that, you know, Harper's in a situation where he has nothing to lose. DeMolanta has everything to lose.
Oh, that's not true.
Right?
If whoever loses, they're out of the. Well, no.
Whoever loses is
Whoever
in the,
loses
in the
done for the
tournament.
year.
Okay, yeah. So they
Yeah.
have that. I would say, yeah, he has nothing to lose then.
and it's a hell of a lot harder to defend than it is to come in and win the very first time. Like Harper is in the better position.
And we
He's
have
in the
to
better
think,
position.
And we have to think, if DeMonta wins, no matter what, he officially has an automatic.
He gets an automatic rematch.
He has
Rematch.
automatic.
Does he?
Yes.
This will be
If
his
he
third
defends,
defense if
yeah.
he wins.
Oh, if he
Oh, if he wins. If he wins.
defends.
If he wins, yes.
If
So
he wins,
yeah.
I mean that he could
So
lose.
if he wins, he plays again at the first or second. If he wins and then loses at Spectacular, he plays again at the first or second live event.
I
year.
think he'll, but yes, yeah. Sorry, yes.
Leo,
I got mixed up for a sec.
this is what
That
I
will
want.
happen. That will happen.
I
if
believe
Harper
so,
wins.
right? Because
That was on the-
if
Den would still
Harper,
need
Yeah, it was on
That
the
is
bracket.
another reason
It was on
why
the
I
bracket.
want Harper to win, because I think Ross is.
I
Well, and if-
liked him a lot. I think I said at the start of the year, I like Ross a lot. I
Yeah.
was disappointed he didn't get drafted.
And I can. He is very like mathematical in his remembering of stuff, and I can only imagine what being under Harper is like.
Yeah.
With-
Can you, hey Jake, can you highlight that Carissa Todd? What if they drafted? I haven't answered that. No one cares about. No one cares about Robert, whatever his last name. Chris Adams is the one that should have been drafted. Robert, whatever his name is, who cares? Come on. Come on. All right, that's it. We're done.
Okay,
Jesus.
well, with that said, I will just say this to wrap up. If Harper does win, that means we have 2 Damons and 2 DeMolantas in the Star Wars tournament.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go. All right, everyone. Well, that's going to wrap up tonight's show. Thank you so much for joining us, hanging out with us for a little bit as we have a little fun, little Schmoedown talk at the beginning. We had a little brother Lomis cameo for Brian's
Lots of
birthday
nonsense.
towards the beginning, or in the middle, excuse me, and then some good questions towards the end. Before we wrap up, I'll let everybody tell them where you can find them online. Jill, kick us off.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Jilly Marie, 2 Y's, 2 E's. You can also catch me on September 25th on a little show called Happy Hour with Jill and Molly. We have some very awesome guests, which I believe we will officially announce on next Sunday's show.
When Molly is back. When
Molly is back. It's not Sean
It's
Sullivan.
spoiler. It's Sean Sullivan.
I've never been on this show.
You've been on the show.
You've been on the show.
He's been on the show like 4 times.
Yeah.
Yes. I have
Anytime
absolutely
Alex is on, you're on.
Yeah. I have absolutely no doubt that Sean will be making an appearance.
Oh,
in this
100%.
month.
100%.
I have my doubts because there's other things going on that day.
There is other things.
There is other things going on that day. There's kind of a cantina match going on.
There's a live event.
there's a live event that day.
And then you can also catch me sometimes doing.
Well, to
Posted
answer Brian's
videos.
question, it can't be Shannon and Mike because there's a live event.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah. No
But
bueno.
yeah,
So there you
yeah,
go. There's your hint. It's not Shannon and Mike.
It is not. But yeah, then you can also catch me doing post interviews for the Schmoedown. Pew pew pew.
Brian?
Did Jill get all of her plugs?
I did.
Okay. Be of all seen on Twitter and Pockflix. What are we doing on Tuesday?
Shang-Chi review.
Perfect.
Shang-Chi,
Easy enough.
Shang-Chi.
Possible ranking, but we'll see. We'll see.
Of
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I said we'll see. I said we'll see.
I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to be great. I think the fans are really going to love it.
yeah, no one's doing it, so
Mr. Sean Sullivan, where can they find you online?
You could find me at twitch.tv/Sean Sully in about 10 minutes. I will be live painting. Well, I say it's not spooky season, but I will be painting something spooky, this shadow demon here.
Come after me saying it's not spooky season. Bitch.
Look, Jill.
Jill, also say your hair looks great, by the way, because I know you got it done.
Thank you.
I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, so I'll be over there. And then you could find me.
Making me drinks in a certain point of view. Pew pew pew.
Yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it right now.
On a feature on an episode of Whiskey Jedi this week. Too.
Whiskey Jedi this week or next week.
Yeah, one or the other.
And then Tuesday, I'm gonna attempt to buy out the Apocalypse channel, corporate takeover.
thank you.
Thank you. You don't want it anymore. Oh well, let's hold on. Let's talk about that. Jake, what's the price, Jake?
What's the price?
Don't ask Jake; he'll say free.
I mean, there's not. I don't know if the channel is really worth a whole lot, but
Brian, what do you say? How much?
I mean, we have what? We're like 100 people away from 5,000.
No,
we're about 40. No, we're about 4,700. Check that, buddy.
I did check on whenever you made your melodramatic announcement.
You did your research.
Melodramatic announcement. What?
Mm-hmm.
Jake, we're at 4.87.
Must be cool.
Okay. All right.
Must
Well,
be nice.
I stand corrected.
All right. Well, you can find me on Twitter at Qui-Gon Jake 2 Ends because I took it before someone else did before I did. Wow, I said that wrong. I was reading Rachel's comment at the same time. What day is the What If review on Apocalypse? It's whatever day we want it, Rachel. Whatever day we want.
Whenever you're not available.
2 million. 2 million, Sean. There you go. 2 million.
Okay, I'm good.
Pocket change.
I'm good.
Certain Point of View is on Schmoedown POV. Check out our Patreon. A lot of cool things happening on Patreon. Q&As this week. Also, we have a date locked in for our next bar trivia, and we do have a theme. It is officially Back to the Future. You will see a lot of guests for Back to the Future bar trivia.
So many nerds.
A lot of Schmoedown people want in, and it's happening. If you want to be able to be a part of that, check out our Patreon, and we'll see you there. But for the whole crew here, thank you guys so much. Everyone watching, love you guys. Have a great Sunday evening. Have a great Monday. If you have the day off, you are lucky, and we will catch you guys the rest of the week. Bye, guys.